Record. Okay, so welcome to our Healthy for Life. This is typically our rapid fire team call where we have 5 leaders get on and speak for 5 minutes each about training topics for our business. But tonight we're going to do something a little different and change it up. We are all coming off the high from our annual Beachbody Coach Summit in Nashville this past weekend, and we have some really cool events coming up. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to tell you guys about the business and teach you guys a little bit about it. The cool thing about this call tonight is if you are a prospect or a guest on this call, I'm going to speak directly to you guys tonight. But if you're a coach on this call, I encourage you at any point in time to jump in and share some of your exciting stories and thoughts and ideas as well. I'm going to have a question and answer session right at the end so that everyone can get their questions answered and figure out everything that it is that they need to know about coaching tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and just dive right in because I want to keep this call quick because I know all of you are busy and I appreciate you taking the time to jump on the call tonight. So first things first, what is Beachbody? Okay, clearly you're on this call because you've seen something or heard something or saw an infomercial or saw one of your friends on Facebook like crazy posting about this Beachbody thing, and you're like, okay, I have to know some more about it, right? So Beachbody is a company that was started in 1998 by 2 gentlemen, Carl Degler and John Congdon, and they decided they wanted to change the face of fitness. And so what they did was they created this company that delivered in-home fitness by world-class trainers, and its big drive was from infomercials. So they created this company. It started out small. They had really big goals for it, and it's amazing because their goals have been shattered, and they are doing amazing things, both amazing leaders, and we are so blessed to have them as our CEOs. So the cool thing about Beachbody is that there's 4 unique things that make Beachbody different than everything else. The cool thing about coaching is that it includes fitness, nutrition, peer support, and rewards. And that's a really awesome piece to this business because let's face it, if you can have everything in a perfect little package and somebody says, here, this is what's going to make you successful, wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want someone to just say, here it is, I know it works, it's worked for me, I want it to work for you. And then you have that perfect little package that you get great results from, and you can just hand it down to the next person and pay it forward. That's the opportunity that Beachbody coaching provides, and that's a little why it's so much different because Beachbody gives you everything, like they're like on a silver platter, like here you go, this is all you need to succeed. If you do all these things, you'll be successful. And it's absolutely true. So that's where I'm going to segue a little bit. I have some notes that I threw together here, like literally while you guys were listening to music on this call, just to make sure that I cover everything tonight. So something that I want to talk to you about first before I go into my personal story is that Beachbody is a company that has amazing substantial growth over a period of time. It is a company that's not going anywhere. It is a company that is continuing to get better and better and better. And if you've been even a customer or a fan of Beachbody for even just the last few months, you've seen all of the growth that we've had with our product line, with our Beachbody Performance line, all of our new products. So Beachbody is always coming up with something new. And the best part is they're always keeping up with the market. If there are performance products that are needed, Beachbody creates them. If there's nutrition supplements that are needed, Beachbody creates them. They're always trying to one-up their game and give us the best possible products on the market. So always a great place for substantial growth in this business. So it's a great time to sign up as a coach because the business is only getting better and better and better, and we're expanding our markets every day. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. I did tell you guys in the preview videos and things like that I was going to be really candid tonight. So there's a little bit of my story that I'm going to share tonight that nobody on this call has heard, and I'm very excited about that for you guys. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Jenna DeStefano, and I'm a 10-star Diamond Elite Beachbody coach, and I've been a coach for 3 years. I am a co-founder of Healthy4Lyfe with my sister, Sarah Robertson, and we put this team together in June of 2012. Just about 3 years ago. And we had no idea what we were doing. Quite honestly, we didn't know what Beachbody meant. She looked at me and said, what have you gotten yourself into? Because I joined first and then was like, hey, like you're my sister, do you think maybe you could like do this with me? And she was like, well, I guess like whatever it is that you're involved in, I will do this with you. So that's how we got started. We both did Insanity, and I was getting ready for a wedding, my own wedding, and I wanted to get in shape a little bit before that dress, because ladies, you know, those photographs of you in that dress, they kind of last forever, so you want to look good in them, right? So that's what I did. I got in shape with Insanity for my wedding, got good results, and the funny thing is I signed up as a discount coach. No plans to ever work this business, no desire to ever work the business. I strictly wanted a discount. That was it. I was helping pay for a wedding, so I wanted to save as much money as I could. Fun fact, I put my challenge pack on a credit card because I was broke, and that was the only way that I could afford it, which in hindsight now, it was the best credit investment I ever made because it's changed our life tremendously. So if you're tight for money and you're freaking out about that and you're on the fence about how you're going to be able to afford this opportunity, I can assure you that if you join our team, we will teach you everything you need to know to make that investment back so that it's not something that's hanging over your head, because you'll learn from me that I hate people like spending and wasting money. Like, I want you to save as much money as you can and get yourself out of debt. That's my goal for a lot of the coaches on this team. So I was a discount coach, and people started asking me what I was doing, and I was telling them, and then you know what I was doing? I was referring them to my coach. Oh, I'm not really working the business, but here's my coach's information if you're interested in Beachbody products. And anyone that's a coach on this call right now is probably like, wow, you were such an idiot. Because I was. What was I thinking? That could have been me. So, long story short, I decided, you know what, after a few months of watching my coach do what she did, and my sister and I kind of decided we could make this something. We could actually make maybe a small income, or at least pay for our products, because again, I didn't want it to cost me a lot of money. So that's what I did. I got a couple customers and just started working with them. It's kind of funny looking back now and time hop, because like the things that I was posting, like I would never in a million years post today. I was like, buy stuff from me. You should buy from me. I'm a Beachbody coach. Buy me, like buy my products, which is all stuff we teach you not to post. But it's just funny to look back and see. So what we did, I'm going to mute this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what I decided to do was find 3 or 4 people that I could work with to at least make my investment back. During this time, I wasn't really gung-ho about it. I just wanted to at least make my investment. And part of my story that a lot of you know is that at that same time, my grandmother was sick with cancer, a cancer that we didn't expect to take her from us, and right after our wedding it did. And for me, and many of you maybe can relate to this, when somebody passes away that's close to you, it makes you think about like your morality and like what you're doing with your life, and are you making it matter, and are you making it count? And that's one of the game changers for me, was I wanted to do something that mattered. Like, I didn't want to just be a full-time social worker and work with people that were court ordered to come see me. Like, I loved my job, but I wanted something more. And if there's like a little burning desire in you that's the saying like you're made for more, I challenge you tonight to consider that this might be the more. And because we're all made for more, and I'm going to preach that to you, of course, but I just had that feeling like I just needed something more, and I wanted what I'm doing in life to matter every day and to be passionate about it when I got up in the morning. And I wasn't really that way about my full-time job. I was just kind of going through the motions. And so that was my first turning point with Beachbody, when I thought maybe I could make this a real thing. So the next turning point that I had was, and my husband is literally the only person that knows this part of my story because he was involved in it. We had split our bills. We bought a house 3 months into dating because we were in love, and we were, and still are today, thank God. But we took a plunge a little early in our financial situation, and I had to pay half the bills. And half the bills for us at that time, for me, was $735. And I remember that number so well. And I remember coming to him one day after paying all of my bills and looking at him and saying, I can't afford to pay our bills like this month. Like, I don't have it. I don't know where I'm going to get it. And I literally sat and just cried in his arms because I didn't know what we were going to do. Like, and I hated the fact that I had to ask him for help. And if you've ever been in a situation where you've been up to your eyeballs in bills or debt, and you've had that moment of like, I don't know what else to do. Like, that was me. And he literally said, we'll figure it out. We'll try to do something. But I know that feeling, and it made me sick to my stomach. And I'm sure that there's people on this call tonight that can relate to that feeling. And I want to tell you that it is not something that you have to let run your life. Because that night I decided I was going to take Beachbody and change my life. And I was never going to come to my husband again and say, I don't know how we're going to pay our bills, because that is that feeling of like inadequacy, right? Because you can't handle something and you can't take care of it, and you're supposed to be able to do that. We're adults. We're supposed to be able to take care of things, right? And so that night I made a decision that Beachbody was going to be my way and my outlet to be able to support my family and to be a contributing part of my family. So I put my head down and I got to work, and I reached out and talked to every single person that I knew, and I made a big mistake and sent every single person I knew the same message. And in hindsight now, and I say this because I want you guys to know that this business is about building relationships. It's not about selling products. And it took me a little while to learn that. I had to learn it the hard way quite a few times. But once I realized that I needed to just build relationships with people and start sharing my personal story, that was relatable to other people. And other people wanted to know more. And I was like, oh my goodness, like somebody wants to know what I have. Like, okay, I cannot wait to sell them something. And then I was like, wait a minute, like, no, they got excited about what I had because I was sharing my story with them. And you know what? I gave them a little kernel of hope that if Jenna can do it and I know her, maybe I could do it too. And it started small, very small. My sister and I both went Emerald relatively quick, and I can't really remember for her story, but for mine, all the people that helped me get to the first rank in my business are not in my business any longer, because I just wanted to sign people up and make money in the beginning until this shift. And so now I was in the mindset of let's change lives, and let's just take one person's life and start there. And one of my very first customers, she's been with me all 3 years, has seen the full journey, and she has had an amazing transformation, and I'm so excited for her. And that's where it started, was just changing one life, because one life that I could change changed a little piece of mine and another little piece of mine, and it just continued going so that I could have my Beachbody products paid for. And it started small, and that's really what I needed. I needed to not put myself further in debt because we couldn't afford our bills as it was. So small steps like that. Beachbody has something called the 3 vital behaviors. I shared about it in the team page today, but I'm going to share about it again on this call, because it's the 3 things that you have to do in this business to be successful. And it's the only 3 things that you truly have to do every day. And that is being a product of the product. I posted on Facebook about my journey. If any of you look at my Facebook page, you'll see that today, 3 years later, still doing that exact same thing, because your journey is what attracts people to you. And your story is something that makes people feel like they can relate to you. So you have to be a product of the product. It's not, you know, I don't want to be like, well, you should drink those shakes, and then be like drinking my like soda over here on the side. Like, I'm not going to preach something that I'm not doing myself. So you have to be a product of the product. You have to invite people. And when I say the term invite, that's all I mean is connect with other people. And all of us do that on a daily basis, right? Even if it's not in person, it's on Facebook. Like, you know, you're stalking somebody, so you might as well send them a message and say, hey, what's up? Like, a great picture on Facebook, or great message, right? And the last one is the key to this business, and it's called personal development. And part of my story that a lot of people do know is that my brother is a recovering alcoholic and addict. And so during a lot of his, I guess, active use, I went through the 12 steps of Al-Anon myself, which is for family members of alcoholics. And I worked the 12 steps, and I took a fearless personal moral inventory of myself, and I learned a lot about myself at that time. And that's when I was introduced to personal development. And I still do it to this day, every day. Why? Because you can always get better, right? If you are the best, then you would be the one running this call tonight. And you would be the one that people would be asking advice for every day, right? We can always get better. And there's always just a little room for growth in our lives today. So personal development was something that I needed, because when somebody said, you know what, Jenna, that Beachbody stuff that you sell, that's like too expensive. And I wanted to like throw the computer across the room. that personal development kicked in and reminded me that this isn't about me. It's about me helping other people. And if they're not ready for what I have to offer, it's still my job to offer it to them anyway and plant that seed and build that relationship. And the girl that I was 3 years ago would have picked up the computer and thrown it across the room because I would have been so mad that they didn't want to buy something from me, right? Or it would have been, what am I doing wrong? That's the first thing that I would have thought because I was insecure and I was not self-confident, and it took a long time to get that way. But by doing personal development every single day, you get that way and you get better and you become the best version of yourself. So those are the 3 things that I did every day. Put my head down and got to work, connected with people, did the products, used the products, shared about the products, continued to get better, continued to do personal development. And a year from the date that I said no more, I quit my full-time job as a social worker because I'd replaced my full-time income almost all the way and decided to take Beachbody on full-time. The idea behind quitting my full-time job was really so much about just being able to be home with my husband. And my husband is a police officer, for those of you that don't know, so he works crazy shifts. And like I said, we had just gotten married, so I don't know, for some marriages it might be fine to not see each other every day, but we really needed that as newlyweds, so that was really important to me. So leaving my full-time job put my back up against the wall a little bit and made me put a lot more skin in the game, right? Because when you have a full-time job through a corporation, or for me it was a nonprofit, you have that cushion, right? That like, I'm gonna have this job, like I'm gonna have that, so I'm always gonna have that extra income. Well, when you're a Beachbody coach, like that's your income. Like if you do it full time, that's your income. So it put my back up against the wall, forced me to really get out of my comfort zone and continue being successful and moving forward. And it hasn't been an easy journey. There's been lots and lots and lots of bumps in the road. There's a lot of coaches on this call tonight I can already see that have been a part of my journey for quite some time and seen a lot of the bumps and things that we've had along the way. But to date, we are making 6 figures, and I don't have to cry to my husband anymore when we can't pay the bills because, and I don't know if he even cares that I'm going to say this, but I pay the mortgage now, and we don't split all the bills the way we did before, and it's a comfortable, happy, healthy financial situation for us. And you know, it's one of those things, guys, where everybody hits rock bottom, whatever it is. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's drugs and alcohol, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's self-esteem. Whatever it is, everybody hits that point when they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And for me, the minute I hit that point, the only place that you can go is up. The only thing that you can do is stand up when you've fallen down, right? You can lay there, but what is that going to accomplish? What is that going to change in your life? The only way that you can go is up, and you have to use that foundation that you fell on to stand again. And for me, rock bottom changed our lives. And today, we have a fit family of over 1,200 coaches, which is unbelievable knowing that we started with 2. And it's people that are changing their lives. We have a team full of, I'm trying to look here and see who's on the call. We have mom of 7 children. We have social workers. We have EMTs. We have firefighters. We have teachers. We have pharmacists. We have people in all different walks of life that are doing Beachbody coaching because they want to change their lives and they want to do something that gives them purpose. And it doesn't have to be your full-time job. I quite honestly had no desire to ever make it mine, but it does have the potential to do that if that's what you're looking for in your life. And you know what? You get to rewrite your journey. There is so much, I'm trying to think of the best word to use here. There's so much belief that people in our generation, and I say our generation regardless of what age you are because it's true, our generation that says you go and you find a job and you work in that job for 20 or 30 or 40 years and then you retire and you get your Social Security and that's your life, right? That's the box. That's the box that we all are taught that that's how life's supposed to be, and it doesn't have to be that way. And that's where Beachbody comes in because it does give you a chance to dream and to believe that you can do something different. And for us, I was going to do that. I was going to be a social worker for 25, 30 years, retire, and then figure out something else, you know, and be chained to that desk every single day. You know what I did today? I got up, I slept in. That was one of the reasons I wanted to be my own boss. I like my sleep. I slept in, I got up, I worked out, I spent time with my husband and my dog, which I wanted to be a part of what they were doing every day. And I've worked my Beachbody business. I've met with people that are ready to change their lives, and I've had purpose. And I haven't felt any sense of insecurity because of the life that we've created for ourselves now. But it's because we made small decisions and small changes in our behavior over time that has changed our lives. And it's something that I would shout from the rooftops to everyone that I could to let them know that this opportunity is here. It is yours for the taking. Beachbody coaching is one venue. Doesn't have to be the venue, but if you choose to make it that one, Healthy4Lyfe is a team that's going to take you on a ride, and we're going to show you how much fun this is and show you the best version of yourself and help you get there. And that's the greatest part about our team, is we truly are a family. So that brings me almost to current day. I'm going to tell you one more part of my story, and then I'm going to open this up for some coaches to jump in and share some of theirs. However, in my story, I have been really blessed with a lot of opportunities through Beachbody. Body Beast infomercial, which is so exciting and currently showing on TV, and being in the 21-Day Fix Extreme test group with Autumn herself, which was awesome. So right after I got done the 21-Day Fix Extreme test group, I ended up having some difficulty with some symptoms that I wasn't sure what they were. I thought I pulled a muscle in my back. Nope, didn't pull a muscle in my back. In hindsight, laying on the floor, rolling a tennis ball around in my back was probably not a great idea. I was doing a workout one Saturday morning, couldn't breathe, ended up finding out that I had blood clots in my lungs, which are and can kill you. So I decided at that point in time, hello, road bump in my journey, right? You're a health and fitness coach, you're laying in a hospital bed being told you're not going to be able to work out for at least 6 months, which that sucks. For anyone that has ever been told you can't do something, I don't know if that fuels you or not, but for me it was a very hard hit. And being someone that people look to for health and fitness, it was one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? This is our livelihood. This is our life now. And after learning what it took to rehab yourself back, I had a partially collapsed left lung, which isn't helpful, especially when you're used to doing insanity. So I had to learn what to do to start over in my health and fitness journey. And through Beachbody and through 21-Day Fix Extreme and PIO and every program we have that you can modify, I was able to rehab myself within a month to a month and a half instead of 6 months, because Beachbody gave us the right tools and the things that needed to be done so that I could live a normal, healthy, happy life again. And it's just one of those things where you look back and you think, I was exactly where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there. And I'm a very faith-based person. I don't believe in coincidence. I know that God's got his hand in everything I'm doing. And it gave me another platform to share with people about their health and fitness and to help more people, right? So again, that goes back to that needing purpose and believing that you're made for more. That was just another thing. God was like, hey, Jenna, listen, hey, you're not done yet. You got to do some of this stuff and take care of more people. So that was another part of my journey that just reminded me, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And for me, I was in the hospital for 5 days. I laid on the couch for several weeks because I couldn't do very much. I'd have never been able to take that time off with a full-time job. That was my social work job, for example, and get paid and not have to use vacation or days off or unpaid. So another blessing in our life with Beachbody, because we didn't have to stress about that situation. I could take care of my health and not worry about, oh my God, I only have 10 days of leave left. Then I'm going to have to go back to work. It was just another thing, and these are all just little pieces that I'm telling you guys tonight about my story so that you can see that this can work in your life any way that you kind of need it to. And so it just sets you up for that cushion and that plan B. And, maybe Beachbody is your plan B. Maybe you're working a full-time job right now and you're like, hey, it'd be really nice to just make $60 or $90 or maybe even $1,000 a month. That would be really cool. But know that your plan B can always have the potential to be your plan A. And it's really nice to just have that option if you need it, sitting back there, or paying that extra bit of student loans or paying that extra credit card or whatever it is. So Beachbody coaching opportunity will allow you to do whatever you want with it. It has changed our lives, like I've said multiple times, and we're so, so blessed to have this opportunity. One of the things that I want to tell you guys is what you don't need to be a Beachbody coach, and that doesn't make any sense, right? What you don't need to be a trainer. No trainers, unless you are a trainer, in which case that's wonderful, and we're so great and happy to have you. But you don't have to be a trainer. You also don't have to be at your goal weight or your goal body or your goal physique. If you're there, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Our products are going to make you even better. But if you're not there yet, hey, welcome. You're the best coach to have on this team because you have a journey that people can follow. And that's what this business is about, creating your own journey, right? So you also don't have to be an expert. There's not one expert on this team. And I know that for a fact because I've been on the team the longest and I'm not an expert. So no experts on this team. We are all learning from each other's stories and sharing them and helping people grow in this business. So those are things you don't have to be. The last thing you don't have to be, a salesperson. This is not about selling things. I don't have a sales background. I've never worked in a sales job in my life. I don't think I'd ever want to. I don't feel like we sell Beachbody programs. Beachbody does that themselves. Have you seen an infomercial on TV for Beachbody? Anyone? Hands? Seen an infomercial on TV for Beachbody? Something about Beachbody somewhere? Yeah, almost everyone on this call. Beachbody sells the programs for us. You just link people to them. That's it, by sharing your story and inspiring other people. So don't think you have to be a salesperson to do this. You don't. I can assure you, you don't, because that's icky, and I don't want anything to do with selling or feeling that way. Cheesy car salesman, totally not this person. So with that being said, I want to open the call up to some of the leaders that we have on the call tonight or other coaches just in general, and if they wanted to give just one or two reasons about why you love Beachbody coaching, I think that would be good. Before I open it up, the one thing I do want to talk about, because I'm sure some of you have the question, is compensation plan. And I'm going to just touch on that real briefly because, again, once you join our team, we get you fully trained, so you know all of it. You do make a 25% commission off of everything you sell. I'm not going to be shy about that. That is a great incentive to be a coach because why not make that extra income, right? And you also can have earning potential for residual income with Beachbody by creating a team. This is multi-level marketing. There's no tricks or scams around that. That is what this business is. And so it is building residual income through multi-level marketing. And that's the best part. Invite all your friends. Get them to join your team. Have everyone sign up with you. You get to pick your own coworkers in this business. And let's face it, everybody's got a coworker that they're like, man, I wouldn't have picked him, and that's okay. This business, you don't have to pick those people to work with. If you want to work with your best friends, you can, and that's what we've done in Fit4Lyfe and Healthy4Lyfe as well. So that is a little bit about the compensation plan, and I wanted to open it up now to some of the other coaches on the team to see if anyone wanted to share a little bit about coaching, just what they love about it. Anybody? You have to unmute yourselves. Don't forget. Anyone?
I'll go first and break the ice.
Oh no. Hold on, Tina, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, good.
Okay. I am Tina Fraley, and I have been a coach now for over a year. And I would have to say that the one thing that I absolutely love most about being a coach is the opportunity to help other people succeed in their own life. Beachbody gives us a toolbox, and we help the people that we invite and connect with and give them an opportunity to figure out what things need to be in that specific toolbox for them. And then along their journey, we get the opportunity to support them, motivate them, and help them succeed, just like each of us have. So for me, that aspect of helping someone to do exactly what they want to do with their life is just the most amazing thing for me.
Yeah, Tina's got 7 kids, y'all, and she can do this. So anybody can do it. Everybody got time. She's the one person that can say she doesn't got time, and she's doing it. Who else? Other coaches on the team? Something you love about coaching?
I'll go, Jenna.
Okay.
I loved the beginning, the accountability that it gave me. Just being with a whole team of people that have the same goals as me, whether it being fitness goals, nutrition goals, even just like the personal development. I love reading and I love how it changes my mindset. But if I wasn't part of this team and didn't have that to keep me accountable, I doubt that I would be making that time for that every day. So this helps keep my priorities in line. And then, just by doing that, I'm affecting other people and helping them change because they see what I'm doing and they want to copy and be successful as well. So I love the personal benefits for this too, of being a coach.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts is the fact that you are just happy. People are like, why are you so happy all the time? Like, there's got to be more in that Shakeology than just whatever's in it. And I'm like, no, it's you getting better every day. And that's the thing. And you're going to have people that are like, that can't be real. The cool thing is if you stay consistent, those people that judge you and are haters in the beginning are going to come back around and be like, wow, a year later, she's still feeling good. She's still happy. She's still getting better. Like, clearly this is working. Maybe I should be a part of it. So that's a really great piece too. And that's, again, personal development doing that for you. What else? Other coaches?
Hey, Jenna. It's Emily, Sarah, and Ann.
Hi, ladies.
So I think the best thing for us by being coaches and just being able to connect on a different level than we would if we never would have joined this company. So the friendships is definitely something that has helped us become closer. Are you going to talk or are you just going to?
Who, me?
Yeah, both of
we
you.
let you talk. I'll go ahead and talk. I'll say that one of my favorite takeaways from our team is how my faith has increased over the last 3 years. I mean, I've always believed in God, but having other sisters and brothers in Christ right alongside with you really makes it extra special, and knowing that they're members of our team and our family makes it a great experience.
And I think for me, it's been a combination of the two, and just feeling confident from the people that I'm surrounded with, like confident in myself that I can be who I am. So like my faith, I feel a ton more confident to actually share that with the people that I've developed these friendships with. I never would have done that before. Or just sharing anything in general. I tend to be very shy, and specifically these women, have pulled me out of that shell and made me more of a confident person and have helped me to see what they see. So, being on this team is just, when you surround yourself with the right people, you'll be amazed at the things that you can accomplish in yourself and in other people. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really like what Sarah said. Sarah's the one who spoke about faith. That's my sister. It has grown our faith tremendously. And you don't have to be faith-based to be on this team. That's not a requirement by any means. But it does, for me, I should have shared that part of my story, Sarah. Thanks for throwing that in there. When I started Beachbody, I was an atheist, for those of you that don't know, and have come a long way and really found my faith again in God. And it's been a really cool part of my journey. Another call and another story for another time, but it is something that our team has a lot of support and faith with, which is great. So any other coaches? I see Tara over there. You don't have to raise your hand, Tara, girl. You can talk.
Yeah. No, I just want to say, like, you guys have all hit basically all the points that I want to say. Is I lost my son recently, last year, and basically just drank myself to death and went through hell and high water because I just basically lost my whole life. You guys have saved it because the personal development that you guys encourage has made me see so many other things. I'm getting my faith back. I'm getting so much back. I'm getting my health back. My family's seeing it, and my family kind of doubted that I would ever get it back. And this program has really helped in so many ways. It's not even funny. And it's just, I can't thank you guys enough for that. And I hope that you guys as potential coaches see that. Like, even if you don't make $1 million in sales, like, that's not going to happen in a year. That's definitely not going to happen. It's going to take time to build this because you have to do your own journey. But through my journey and through you guys, you have made me the best person that I can be, and I can only help to build me better, and you guys help me get better. And that's what I want you guys to know, is this program is going to make you not only healthy, but happy, and make you just, emanate what this program is about. You don't have to put sales out there. We disencourage you putting out sales out there. We just want you to put out that we're making you a better person. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, God, Tara. Like, hello, emotional. Like, I'm like, oh no. I wasn't going to cry on this call.
Sorry.
No. Thank you so much for sharing that. You're right. Like, this is, yes, we sell DVD workout programs. That's reality. But there's so much more that comes with being a coach on this team, or just being a coach on any team. But in specific, I'm biased because I love Healthy4Lyfe. This is our family. And I think it's a great team. And you're right. It is so much more than just getting up and doing your workout program. It's just building a family, changing your life. And quite honestly, it's amazing. And like I said, I could shout this from the rooftops. The people you're surrounded with, and like Ann said, the people that you are most like the people you are surrounded with. And if they're positive and they're happy and they're upbeat, guess what's going to happen to your life? It's going to fall into those categories, and it's going to do the same thing. And like the other way, if you're around negative people and you're around those people that don't want you to get better, you're not going to get better. So this is a place where even if at home you don't have the support you're looking for, or at work you don't have the support you're looking for, you can log into this group and you can plug into this group, and we're going to be here and we'll cheer you on until you have that support. And you may never, and that's okay too, because we're still going to be here. And that's a really great feature, is this fit family that comes with being a part of being a Beachbody coach. Any other coaches have something?
Jenna, can I say
Yeah, go ahead.
something real quick?
Yeah.
What this really has, it's done a lot, and I'm just going to kind of touch on two things really quick. But the connections that I have made, for example, today I spoke with someone that I went to high school with 20 years ago, and I haven't talked to her in 20 years. And I know if it weren't for Beachbody, there's no way that we would have been connected again. And it was so great talking to her. And that's many people that I've been reconnected with. And the other thing that it's really helped is I know that I'm setting an example for my family. I know a lot of you have kids of different ages. And I have a senior in high school, a teenager. And it's really hard when they get to that age to find something to connect with. They're all about going out all the time, and we have just gotten so close by we have this thing that we look forward to doing together. I posted a video today. We did size, and she didn't want to do it, but she was such a great sport, and she did it with me, and we laughed, and we had so much fun. And she would join me in the mornings. I mean, she would have to be out the door at 6:45, and so I would wake up with her, and we would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do our workouts. She did 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme. And that's time that I wouldn't have had with her, because I know by the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I have 4 kids, and she's busy with being a teenager. So that has really, and she's my stepdaughter. So that's really important too, that we have bonded over that. And that's just really special to me. So, and my kids, all of them, eat so much healthier. They'll ask me when they look at something, "Mommy, is this healthy?" And I know that they're making smarter choices because of the choices that I'm making. So that's just huge, setting an example for my family.
Yeah, absolutely. That I love it. Megan, I saw you unmuted. You want to say something? Oh, hold on. We can't hear you, even though it says you're unmuted. I don't know if your sound is on. Can you guys hear her? Yeah, no, okay. No.
I can go, Jenna, if not.
Yeah, that would be good. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, so ditto to everything everybody else said. But one thing that I really appreciate as a coach is that I've worked for some Fortune 500 companies, and I have not had the tools and resources that those companies that I have been able to get through Beachbody, meaning that not only does Beachbody provide all of us as coaches great programs that prove that they work and show results time and time again, but everything that we need to learn and absorb and the directions that we need to take, they are all given to us. It's just a matter of if we take advantage of running with them or sitting on them. And I appreciate that so much for being a coach, because I don't know what I would do if I was blind doing this whole job and still trying to motivate others and do personal development and follow the behaviors. It's just so nice to be able to go to our online office or even contact our upline coaches and say, hey, I need this. How can you help me? And if we can't get in touch with our coach, then we could usually find it online, because it's that easy of a resource. So I wanted to say that to all the new coaches that have been out there. I'm sure you all are new coaches or prospective new coaches. I'm sure lots of you have worked for small companies, large companies, you know the differences, but this company really does operate like it's a Fortune 500 company and is so professional and accommodating and gives you those tools and resources that it's almost impossible to fail unless you fail yourself, because it is there for you. So that's just what I want to add.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Nikki is also our fastest growing diamond coach on this team, and she's really new. So she knows the resource as well. So she's a great voice to share that information with. So, okay, let's, was there anybody else that wanted to go? No? Okay. So are there any prospects or guests on this call tonight that have a question and that want to ask it? You don't have to be shy. You can actually even type it in the chat box at the bottom if you want. But we would love to answer any questions that you guys have. Anybody?
I actually have a question.
Okay, go for it.
So, because I'm pretty a new coach, and the other person that witnessed this whole thing the other day, I don't think she's on this call, was Heather. And, a lot of us are, we're on Facebook all the time. That's the base of our media. So we're in this, yard sale type group. And it's supposed to be a no sales group and everything. Well, because she started selling for the competition, I won't say which one, she said, well, because of my new adventure, she's like, I'm not going to let anybody sell anything that's health-based or jewelry-based, because apparently she signed on for 2 companies. And I had noticed that nobody else in Shakeology had ever posted in any of these little yard sale groups, posting sales and, come get this and I'll give you this and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's mainly what I see the other ones pitching. But I'm also seeing them pitching quick fixes.
So,
my question is, how do we handle the social media situation? Like, we kept our dignity intact with this company. And I think that's what the company is very proud of, is we sell results, not quick fixes. That's it.
Yeah, and that's a great question. First of all, Beachbody products cannot be sold in a yard sale site. You will be reported to compliance, and they will deactivate your account. I will premise with that. However, social media is our biggest outlet. You're exactly right. That's how we grow these businesses. So what you have to do with your social media is sell you. And sell who you are, and you doing the products and you using the products. That is what you're selling. That's what people are getting, right? Because they could buy any of the Beachbody products off of beachbody.com and not even get assigned a coach, right? So with our business, what people are signing up for is you and working with you, because you're an inspiration to them, or you're a coach that is someone that they've been following for 6 months and they actually want to try it because you've been doing it or you've shared results from it. So with social media, I don't recommend necessarily always posting about just specific sales and things like that. Like you said, I don't encourage people to post like that. I encourage people to post about you and your life and your family and what you're doing and things that make you who you are, so that people can relate to you and choose to use the products because of you. And yes, we're all going to have overlapping social medias. It's normal. Most of us are from the Frederick area. If we're not from the Frederick area, we know somebody in the Frederick area or something like that. Our team has grown all over the country, but we have overlapping social medias, and we're going to run into other people doing things and selling things, but that's okay. That just means it's more people that we are out there trying to help, and more people that are getting their hands on our products, and that's a good thing. But remember, with this, you're sharing who you are, and that's what's making people choose to work with you over someone else, or you and your products versus a quick fix that is not going to get you the results that you want. You know, there's a lot of things on the market. You guys know, you all have Facebook. You've seen a lot of the quick fixes and things that are out there right now. I'm not going to name any because, let's face it, ours is just the best and there's no sense in even bringing up any others. But there are other things out there, and people want to see you getting results from the programs you're using and want to see the real results. And that's what you can provide them, is what you're doing, and inspire them to try it out. And it might not be for them, and that's okay. But at least you're continuing to share that outlet to other people. Any other questions? Yes, having a like page has definitely helped with that as well. Absolutely. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns, anxieties, anything that you're afraid of? If you're afraid of failure, you should totally be on our team, because everybody on our team is. It's totally normal. We teach you how to get away from that. The second core behavior, we talked about being a product of the product, inviting and connecting, and personal development. Those are our three. Hopefully that helps. Go ahead, Jess. I see you over there, girl.
Yeah. I just thought maybe I'd share a little bit of my story because, like, I'm a newer coach. And is that okay if I do that?
Of course it is.
Okay. Actually, one of my things when I first started was I was a total mess. I was actually suicidal. I dealt with depression and anxiety. And I wondered, how was I going to be a help or anything to anybody? One thing that Beachbody did for me, and is still doing for me, is my own recovery. That's always number one, and it's been huge for me. I don't know what I would do or where I would be right now if I hadn't found you guys. I'm sure a lot of you have had unhealthy relationships, unhealthy, things in your life, friendships, families, and there was some things that I didn't know what was healthy. And that's one thing that Beachbody helped me, not just with fitness, but they helped me find out what healthy was in all aspects of life. About, people had said about being with positive people and things like that. But then it also taught me and brought out inside of me, as I was healing, what my strong points were. Beachbody does have a lot of tools and a lot of things to keep you going, but it encourages you to be yourself, and it pulls out inside of you things. I was never a speaker, and now I'm pushing myself and I'm speaking to people, and it's helping people. Things that I struggle with. Sometimes I sit here and I think, how am I doing this? I would isolate myself. I would never go to get-togethers and gatherings, and now I'm becoming more social. So I just want to share that if you're doing this for you and for your health, and that's what's inspired you to come on this call tonight, and you think that you're not able because of what your struggles are to be a leader or anything like that, actually you are. This is what the team does. It helps you take your points where you're scared and helps strengthen you and everything. So I just kind of wanted to share that because I was a total mess, and I didn't know how I could lead other people. And I'm finding out through my recovery and everything that I'm able to relate better to. Am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on. Lindsay, you have screen share on right now. You might want to turn that off, girl. Thanks.
But anyways, I just wanted to say that it helped me become the person that I am, and actually that my faults and everything.
Owen, we gotta go inside.
Time,
You gotta get some clothes on you.
made me more successful and made me be able to help other people where they were at. So I don't know if that helps or not, but I did want to share that story, that I didn't come out being this wonderful, amazing person. I was a mess, a huge mess. And, so don't let the fear stop you.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And so I think that that's a great summary of what our team is and what our coaches are doing, and why I think that it would be a really great thing for you to join our Fit family if you're not already. And I just kind of want to leave you guys with this. Like, what if you walk away from this call today and don't sign up as a coach? Nothing's going to change, right? life will continue going on. Life will do whatever it is that it's doing for you right now. But what if you decided tonight to make a choice to sign up with our Fit family, or to sign up as a coach, to prioritize you and your health and start creating your journey so that you could then maybe inspire someone else? What if you took a chance on yourself, and what if maybe, just maybe, you really truly changed your life? What if you said yes? There's a lot of what if options available, and I'm going to leave that ball in your court because it's truly your decision. And we are so grateful that you took the time tonight to jump on this call and learn about what this opportunity is and to hear some of these stories. And you could walk away from this call and do absolutely nothing, and your life will go on just the way it is, or maybe get better. But I can absolutely 125% guarantee you that if you join this Fit family and you give it your all and you take care of yourself and you create your journey, that if you sign up today or tomorrow or a week or a year from now, that your life will get better and you will become the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. And you're remarkable, and it's time for you to realize that and to take that and grow and to change your life. So thank you guys so much for taking the time tonight to get on the call and learn from us and talk to us. We are grateful for you, and we wish you the best and hope to be welcoming all of you in our Fit family sometime soon. Have a great night, you guys.